We always look forward to games like this every season. Teams riding momentum, coming in a clash for national supremacy and trying to make a statement as we get close to the playoff. Welcome everyone to Louisville, Kentucky, L&N Stadium, home of the Cardinals. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started.
Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you?
We always look forward to games like this every season. Teams riding momentum, coming in a clash for national supremacy and trying to make a statement as we get close to the playoff. Welcome everyone to Louisville, Kentucky, L&N Stadium, home of the Cardinals. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Cardinals will kick it away to start. From the gun, the running back has it. Past the first down marker and still running. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, you love hearing the crowd, but more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gates.
One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Sellers. Quickly out to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Punt is in the air. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll get him corralled and down. The 19-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Brown. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Got his man. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Dropping back, it's Moss. Snagged in the middle, it's Brown. Still on his feet at the 45. It's a running room. Touchdown, Cardinals! And what Once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? He can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Brown. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap, it's Brown. And there is Little that will send a home crowd into a frenzy like back-to-back sacks. 3rd and long coming up. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Back to throw, it's Moss. Catch in the middle, it's Lacey. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Throwing on the run. Hits him inside the 20, still going. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
You know, there's a lot of communication when it comes to defenses. Like, you have to talk, have to understand if somebody does this, I have to do this. I have to pass off wide receivers. Apparently, the communication was busted.
Motion from the wideout. He's looking to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Going up top again. Pocket breaking down. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
Man, I love the decision-making right there. Like, drop back to pass, look for your shots. You don't see it, tuck it, get positive yards, makes the next down even easier. That is a great heads-up early down. And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. to the running back from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Using his feet to buy time. And he picks up enough for the 1st down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the 1st quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Swings it out to the flat. Spins away from the defense. Gets away from one. Finds some space. Touchdown Gamecocks! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Scanning the field, it's Moss. Finds his man, it's Brown. Put it right on him, sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
Finds his man down the middle. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
He'll take the deep shot. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
And you can tell he thought he had his receiver down the field to make a big play. But how about the defender? Great job running with the receiver, turning his head, finding the football, knocking it away, and making sure that receiver doesn't get to make the play.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. And the Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. The Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Back to pass, it's Moss. Sets up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Well, this offense, running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. Going to try to get it himself. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. The offense set for a 1st down play. He wants to throw it. Now adjusting. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. Touchdown, Louisville! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Coming out with it, it's Harbor. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. This is a designed run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
That's caught. It's Smith. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Gamecocks are facing 3rd and inches. Short yardage play. They'll give it to the wide receiver going to the edge. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28.
Well, this is a receiver that needs to touch the ball in a variety of ways. They're going to throw it to him, but they're also going to get him involved on jet sweeps.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. Wide open downfield. It's a seam wide open. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. Those linemen can get a little aggressive sometimes in pass pro, and it'll cost him. Touchdown off the board, and they'll back up 5. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Moving away from pressure. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Makes the grab. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. The Gamecocks have this offense rolling. The play action fake. Pressure coming. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking downfield, it's Sellers. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Wants to throw again. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He'll try to do it himself. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
We talk a lot about this at quarterback, right? Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. He wanted to throw that downfield. He just felt the pressure. He knew he had to get out of danger. He was able to do that, use his speed, go get north up the field for a 1st down. Well done.
Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Makes the catch, and that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a 1st down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Got nothing last time, now 2nd and goal from the 3. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's 3rd and goal. To the air, it's Sellers. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many 1st downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. And the Cardinals buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory. Offense in a split backfield. From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. With the catch, it's Brown. Jumped on top of the pile. The Cardinals want to crank the tempo. They'll go to the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
Backed up at the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Got it in the middle, it's Bell. There he goes! And they swarm him under.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game.
He's going to throw deep right side. Makes a grab for a big play. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. This will likely be the last play of the half. To throw, it's Moss. He'll take another shot here. Touchdown, Cardinals! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. And the Gamecocks will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. See what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Looking to pass, it's Moss. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
What an unbelievable job by the secondary. No pass rush in sight. Quarterback had all day to throw, but they still took away all the options in the back end. Great job.
Trying play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it along the sideline. And he's brought down after a huge completion. They had this offense backed up. Now they have to be staggering. Can they deliver another punch on 1st and 10 from inside the 40? Steps away. Got a man. It's Bell. Oh, he's got some space. He's loose. Touchdown, Cardinals. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for a score.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the RPO, complete. Turning on the Jets. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to throw, it's Moss. Quarterback extends the play. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the...
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, South Carolina. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Snapped it in the shotgun. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead.
And that's tough to defend, right? You're going 5 wide, spreading us out across the field. These windows become a little bit bigger when you do that, and they were able to convert, and as a result, they walk away with 8 points on the drive.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage you would have gotten with a touchback. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Give to Brown. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Keeps it on the bootleg. Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Moss. Scrambling away. He's going to fire into the gut of the defense.
That's good for Cardinals.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Here's a heat. Setting up the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Right down the middle. Finds a tight end. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
They'll immediately call timeout. And the Cardinals line it up with a 1st and goal.
Green 25.
Wants to keep it in the air. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bell. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal.
2-9 Philly.